So let's talk about what PMP actually means. As I mentioned, it is the Project Management Professional. It's a certification that was originally established by PMI, the Project Management Institute, and is still maintained by PMI, and it's updated. In fact, it was just recently updated. PMI attempts to keep every aspect of the PMP exam current based on today's business practices. Although PMI is very concerned with being current, they are not concerned with being specific to any functional type of organization or any industry. In fact, one of the strategies that PMI uses to make sure that the PMP exam is very generic and applies to all project managers is that they do not endorse any products or any particular types of projects or industries. So it's very generic. It also is only for experienced project managers. It's not an entry-level exam by any stretch. You, in fact, have to be authorized to sit for the exam. Let's go take a look at the PMI website for more information. It's at www.pmi.org. Now, PMI, as I mentioned, does change based on the current industry or current business practices, so their website is going to change from time to time. So it may look a little different than what you see here. But if you scroll down, you will see more information for the PMP. In fact, there's a link there that says learn more about becoming a PMP. If you click on that link, it takes you into an overview page. At the bottom of the overview page, there's a couple of downloads that you need to get a hold of. First off, to become a project management professional, you have to apply to sit for the exam. And in order to be approved, you have to have a fair amount of project management experience. In fact, it says right here on the website you have to have 7,500 hours in a position of responsibility leading and directing specific tasks within the previous 60 months. Now that is if you do not hold a bachelor's degree. If you have a high school diploma or equivalent, you have to show that you've been involved in leading and participating in projects for 7,500 hours over the last 5 years. If you do hold a bachelor's degree, then the requirement is a little different, or requires rather within the first 3 years, the previous 3 years, you have to have 4,500 hours. This is all in the credential handbook. You see there a link to download the credential handbook. So if you do hold a bachelor's degree, within the previous 3 years, you need 4,500 hours of project management experience. Now, if you look at a regular 40-hour work week over 50 weeks per year, that's 2,000 hours, give or take. 2,000 hours per year over 3 years gives us 6,000 hours. So they're saying basically within 6,000 hours, 4,500 of those hours have to be project management experience. The reason for that is that PMI wants experienced project managers to sit for this exam, and you have to validate that you have the experience, and there's a very high probability that your experience will be audited. So you definitely want to make sure you're only reporting what in fact is project management experience.